You ever seen a rich nigga want to start the fight? A nigga doing well off don't start the fight.
Never.
He's having a good time. He's partying. They got bottles and shit. Right? The niggas start the fight is the niggas not doing as well. So when you're not, it's only just three niggas. Here's the picture. You got rich niggas, you got tough niggas, and niggas that easily become collateral damage.
This is for artists signed to the label. You're an artist. You're already signed to the label. You're going, you're doing shows, you're getting money. Start looking at your money and realizing, like, fuck me buying this chain right now. If I take this $100,000 and I put this into this department, and find out who these niggas are hiring, the guy in the digital department doesn't cost 20 grand. He costs $3,000 to do whatever it is that he's talking about. The guy on TV costs $7,000. You know, it's things you can put your money into that's gonna really change your life. Is
that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
Is that...
Everybody's selling weed. You know what's even worse? The Islamics are selling alcohol. Every single corner store is run by the Indian man. And they just happen to be Muslim. I don't know why. I thought alcohol was against Islam. How are you going to be preaching Islam and selling alcohol to the rest of society? You know what that tells me? There's a lot of sellouts. There's not only sellouts and hypocrites from the Christian world, but there's sellouts and hypocrites in the Muslim world. I don't care how big their beard is. When I see that you're selling alcohol and you claim that your religion is against alcohol, your religion means nothing. It doesn't matter how long your skirt is. It doesn't matter how much you have a black spot on your head because you pray 5 times a day. You know how many people pray and they're still not close to God?
I think about how she got signed to Sony. It still kind of fucks me up because when you have that much talent and you still got to suck.
These cities have been designed to promote industry and just to make more money. They haven't been designed to promote happiness. So we're at this paradigm shift in our existence. We as human beings, this race on earth have like been honoring money. And you know, money, it's not even real. You know, it's not even backed by anything. I don't want to like go too far into that. But when you unprogram yourself, you see that there's other forms of currency now. Like relationships are a more important currency than money itself. And so as the Titanic is crashing and sinking and Rome is falling, there's gotta be this new civilization like the end of Tron where everything starts to light up and it's been under this like dark clouds. People say it's bad people, there's good people. No, there's people that are possessed that have demonic ways, but we were all children at one time. They say some people, no, they were born bad. You gotta remember, like say, oh, there's bad people. Even the devil's an angel, a fallen angel. Right.
Aztecs called them. They called them the Olmecs, and it means the rubber people because that rubber producing area of Mexico. They worked in giant megalithic constructions. What they're most famous for is these huge carved human heads, which can be on a scale of up to 20 to 25 tons in weight, and which have curious features which have been interpreted variously as Polynesian, African. Don't look like classic Native American features. But one of the things I've realized is that there is no classic.
Pause. He said classic Native American. Classic means highly publicized features. The media tends to focus on the somewhat Asian-looking Native Americans. They don't really show you the Negro-looking ones. So
racism is a system.
Race is racism, and the only functional form of race.
Hey, yo, black people, you listening?
Racism is a system.
Racism is race is racism, and the only functional form of racism is the system of white supremacy. Now, supreme means just that. You can't have two supremes. You might have it in a singing group, but you can't have it when you start talking about color. If you say white supremacy, that means you don't have any such thing as black supremacy. That's impossible. It's either one or the other. And black people shouldn't aspire to be black supremacists. That would be just the same old form of mistreatment, but it'll be done in blackface.
Yep.
We should replace the system of white supremacy with the system of justice, which means guaranteeing that no person is mistreated.
I agree. Hey, yo, black people, you listening?
You're going to have to take my life. I don't care if you Black Mirror me. I don't care if you have me fucking a goat on camera. I don't care what you do. And if you take my life, there's going to be some college kid, some young Ye, some young Pac that's going to even go harder. Y'all already fuck with me so much. Y'all already Black Mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends. Everybody they put out, Triple X, Tupac, that's what Larry was saying. Right. My response was, well, I guess I'm next then. Right. Because it's no backing down at this point. If you took my life right now, you're gonna see something you never saw. So we might as well have a conversation. You're going to have to take my life.
If their whole plan was to hinder you, why would they put it back in?
They wouldn't. They not. They want to be tough on crime. They want to force you to commit crime so they can be tough on your motherfucking ass.
Create chaos and then swoop in and play the...
Yeah, that's it, man. Create chaos, restore order, and look like a fucking hero.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, the jig is up on y'all, man.
That's the game.
We're not blind to the fact anymore. You've just been enlightened by the Ghetto Boys Reloaded podcast, and we know for a fact that you don't want our children to wiggle their way out of this trap that's being set. It's set, Willie. The trap's set.
I want you to touch on either the genius or the insanity of Jay-Z. This man, as far as what he's done since then, is, either preordained, destined, or he had a plan. But it seemed like he geared himself towards it. But you were there to witness it firsthand from what he was back then. I just want you to because, not many people have a firsthand account of what this man is doing and what he's about to do.
In 21 years, I have never had anything to say about Mr. Sean Carter other than the fact that we had a pleasant working relationship and he was an excellent businessman.
21 years.
21 years. And after 21 years...
When you see this, right? But when you see this, right? Let's be clear. When you see this, 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 when you see the checkerboards on the floor, when you see the skull and bones, when you see the signs and symbolism, when you slow down the music, Jay-Z new video with Nas and DJ Khaled, it's a scene where it's checkerboards. These are all occult, Satanist, symbolic symbols. So what I'm saying is, and I'm gonna tell you why and me personally, I've been in music for a minute, had deals and all that, bro. But what I know, for me, I study so I know when I see it, so I know what to avoid. You're trying to sacrifice your ass, and you're not studying. God told us to read and be knowledgeable. So when I see Jay-Z, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? You're not no gang member. You got checkerboard floors. When you see this, right? Let's be clear.
And it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
So the white man made war with the saints, which are the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
And to overcome them.
And he overcame us from 1492 on up. Go ahead.
And power was given him over all kindreds.
And not only did he overcome us, he defeated all nations. Go ahead.
All kindreds and tongues and nations.
Go ahead.
And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him.
That's why everybody worshiped the white man. His influence is worldwide. That's why what Captain Malachi Deacon Malachi and Captain Yahshua was saying, even about the business suits, even the way people dress. You want to be business-minded? You want to be down with them? You got to dress the way they dress. You got to talk they talk.
That's when they had a chain in the back of the truck, tied him to the back of the truck, and they drove him for over 3 miles down Huff Creek. And let me include, Huff Creek is the community. It's like a fifth ward, if you just to give you a picture of it. That's where my mom is from Jasper as well. That's where she grew up in, Huff Creek. She went to church there, went to school there, lived there. My dad's body was dismembered and decapitated throughout the community of Huff Creek. The church where my mom's family went to church every Sunday growing up, his head was in front of that church. Part of his arms was in the gravesite where all of my mom's side family is buried. So that's when they had a